Good morning. Today on Business Success in 6 with Stacie, I have Kyriakos from Greek Street Eats in Grafton. Kyriakos, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
It's my pleasure. So what we're going to do today is we're going to learn all about your business. I'm going to ask you 6 questions if you're comfortable with it, all about Greek Street Eats. Is that okay?
Shoot away.
All right, here we go. When people ask you what Greek Street Eats does, how do you describe your business?
I mean, in a nutshell, it's a food truck. Um, it is authentic Greek street food. Um, and it is also gluten-free, strictly gluten-free. Our entire menu is gluten-free. Just we wanted to be able to provide good gluten-free food for those who have that intolerance. My wife, both and I are gluten-free, and we just got tired of not having decent options.
Absolutely. That is a definite need for so many people all over the United States. I know. And even for people that don't need it, I've noticed a lot of people just switching to that gluten-free because they might be a little bit intolerant, right?
Yep.
But wonderful. What
Mhm.
were your plans when you started your business and how has that changed?
So my original plans were to actually start a brick and mortar. I was going to purchase a building and build it out as a restaurant. Though those plans fell through really quick because of the elevated construction costs. So we had
Mm,
to pivot.
mhm.
When we did pivot, we realized that a food truck is much more family friendly than a brick and mortar.
Mhm.
Um, so we went that route. I started researching what a food truck needs, how profitable, if it is at all, in this area, considering we're in winter months for half the year or so.
Absolutely.
And it just took off from there.
That's awesome. So when did you start?
I purchased the food truck in October. We really started in November, which you could say that we were still on track because when I wanted to do the build out for the restaurant,
Mhm.
we plan on opening in November anyway.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate that the food truck really doesn't operate that well in winter months.
Sure. Well, I know we were talking before though, but you do offer catering as well, right?
I do,
So,
yes.
so is that something you're looking to scale too?
Definitely. Especially during the winter months where it's much slower. Our entire menu is available for catering, so it's really just uniformity. I would say,
Awesome. Very
yeah,
good. Now, Kyriakos, I'm going to ask you a side question. Is Kyriakos Greek?
very.
Awesome. So this is obviously a very authentic thing for you as well, huh?
Yes, I'd say it's second nature. Like reading the back of my hand.
That's so wonderful. I'm looking forward to trying that. What is the biggest way you impact the community?
Um, as we haven't been able to give back yet as much as we want to, just because we just started a few months ago.
Mhm.
But being able to provide the specific food, the dietary restrictive food, I feel like is impacting the community.
Absolutely, it is very much so. And I love that you use that word yet because you did just start and you already have that mindset like, how can I give back? When can I get back? So thank you for that, the
Mhm.
thoughtfulness as well. What is one challenge you have faced? I know you already talked about the challenge of the rising construction costs. So what's a challenge
Yeah.
you have faced that other business owners could learn from?
Um, uh, I would I would say battling the elements, the weather. Like I didn't think of this until I had a conversation with another uh, food trucker. It
Mhm.
was winterizing the truck. For some reason, it just went right over my head. And as much of a motorcycle enthusiast I am about winterizing my motorcycles, I didn't think of, wait, I need to winterize my truck.
Mhm.
And now I'm going through the steps now, and I'm glad today is a pretty warm day that I'll actually be able to do that. It's uncharacteristically warm for January. So
It definitely is. I never would have thought of that either. But so how do you winterize a truck?
it's as simple as draining all the water pipes, um, draining the tub, the water tank, I should say, not tub, um, removing the water pump so it doesn't
Mhm.
freeze over, and removing also the heating elements.
Okay, very interesting. Yeah, that is definitely something business owners can learn from, just making sure we know all the different facets of whatever our product and service is. What does the future look like to you? And do you have an exit plan?
Um, no exit plan. I mean, just started. But future, I would like to be booked throughout the summer. Um, I mean, and if it gets to the point of working my tail off in the summer and being able to relax some other months,
Mhm.
that'd be ideal.
Absolutely. Now, you also mentioned that you have a little 5-year-old friend when before we pressed record, so I'm sure
Mhm.
he will be involved in that as well, huh?
Yeah, I mean, people love kids, so I mean, I also want to teach him a good work ethic. But
Mhm.
I mean, he's 5, so he can't really do much. But yeah, I want to be a good role model for him and set a good standard.
That's beautiful. All subjects open. What inspires you most?
Um, Seeing other food truckers and how they've succeeded.
Mhm.
Um, because I do see other owners, small business owners, that they do just the summer season and they're able to spend the rest of the year with their family. And I'd love to get to that point. Um, Other than my wife and I being gluten free ourselves, and that's sort of what led to us pushing for developing a recipe for gluten free pitas that I make. And that's pretty much it. I mean, there are a couple other external factors. I'd say, like we're Greek. I'm first generation American. Both my parents are immigrants, so I
Okay.
still have family over in Greece, and we go to see them. And we go there. We have that excellent food. We have the great street food, and we come back, and it's just not the same.
Mhm.
Most people don't know that Greek gyros are actually not lamb and beef; they're actually pork.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah. So I'm trying to educate the community about that, and that's why I'm serving my pork gyros. And I do get questions of when are you going to have lamb and beef, and fortunately never,
Okay.
because yeah. So
That is very interesting, very inspiring. If somebody wants to connect with you to arrange some catering or to see where you're going
mhm.
to be in your truck this spring, what's the best way for them to do that?
My website, greekstreeteatswi.com.
Awesome.
Um, it has all the events. I update that whenever we get events. It has a contact email. It has everything. A phone number. Um, and even has a link for our catering menu if you want to place a catering order.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time today. Have a great, great season and reach out to us. And I know our viewers will be reaching out to you. Thank you, Kyriakos.
Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it.
It's my pleasure. Bye.
Bye.